these notches don't fit, I did it wrong. Alright guys, so you saw us put all these walls up. I got all that lumber. We got to get the roof on. We're going to have rain for the next 3 days. I don't even have time to talk. Let's build this sucker. Alright guys, I have been feeling a little western lately with my 6-shooter. Alright, it's just a nail gun, but it feels cool when you got some western music going. It's not the hardest job in the world to put the header on, but I do like it because there's not a lot of thinking. It's fairly easy, but I need to do, I don't know, another easy job, I guess. Just trying to brace this building up, get it measured exactly where it needs to be. This is a pretty simple task to do. Really not that hard of a job. Alright, I think I finally got it. Alright, so I did my double header all the way around. I figured I only needed to show you on one wall. And then I got this board in the middle, holding the middle exactly where it needs to be. So it is the exact same length all the way across, which means it's square, which means it's plumb, which means it's perfect. So I'm going to start doing the roof rafters, joist, whatever you want to call them. I'm not a professional builder. I'm just trying to build my family a house. So I'm going to put it up there, trace it out, and all of that. And I already know you're asking a question. We'll get to that in a minute. It has been brutal. No wind whatsoever. It is just hot. But let's get these roof trusses, joist, whatever you want to call them up there while there's no wind. Oh, look at that. I start messing with the roof and the wind blows it off. That's alright. Put it back up there. I put a board to hold it. I'm trying to come up with the easiest way to do this. I'm not good with math. I'm not good with technical things. So I figured, hey, I'm trying to notch it around a 2x4. Why not put a 2x4 and draw around it? So hopefully I can cut this out and everything will fit good. Since I had my line, I figured I wanted the front to stick over a certain length and I wanted to be the right angle. So I just measured 16 inches from both. Now it's time to cut. So now it's the moment of truth. Did all this work pay off? Will it go smoothly? Looks like it to me. Alright, I don't feel the need to really explain how I did that, but I think you could see good enough. I just traced a 2x4, and the way I did it is not your conventional way. A lot of people don't do that bird mouth that way, but the way I did it is going to lock the board in because it can't move either way. And if I cut them all the exact same and it fits between the headers on both sides, that means it is 100% perfectly where it needs to be. I think it's a win-win. It's a slight more amount of work, but hey, I'm talking about my family here. I'm willing to do that extra step. Speaking of that extra step, I probably walked 3 million miles building this sucker, up and down, back and forth. But at least this is the easier part, just tracing. Very tedious, but easy. Now it's just do it over and over and over. Trace, cut, cut, trace, cut, cut. It's really not that fun, but at least it's something that, I don't know, I'm confident in. I think, hopefully, it'll work. I had to trim it up just a little bit to make sure it was perfect. But let's go ahead and get this sucker on there. I am ready to move forward and get this going. It has been a little bit of a tough day. Danielle, she packed a protein bar for me and it tore my stomach up. I felt like I was gonna throw up all day. So everything was just a little off. I tried to do the best I could, but it was just off. Even just nailing things didn't work. It was just off. It was very hard to describe the feeling. Very spacey, couldn't think right, but I need to get this done. So, let's see if I can do this.
I'm okay. Oh my god, I got lucky on that one. My armpit and my back's definitely scratched up. Okay, I kind of knew that might happen. Oh man, I don't know if I'll be able to see or not. Definitely got my armpit right there. Pretty decent. I don't know about my back. I don't know if y'all can see my back. I feel like it got it pretty good, but I can't see. But the show must go on.
Like I said, the show must go on. It is just such a tedious thing to do, but I need to get it done. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I hurt my back. My body's aching, but hey, I can do this.
Hey, how about we make a deal with each other? We don't tell Danielle. She doesn't really watch these videos all that much. She'll put it on TV, let it play through, and she'll listen here and there, but maybe we'll keep this one our little secret. Alright, so as you can tell, I have been cutting blocks to fit in there as we go. If you do them 14.5, it puts it right on track for 16-inch centers. It locks it in, it does what I need. It makes it easier than any other way I could possibly think. Everything I'm doing, I'm trying to do it the easiest way possible, even if it's a little bit of extra work. I know that sounds weird, but I mean, to me, it makes sense.
So we're back on the grind of moving boards and tracing, but on a day that I'm really not feeling very well, this is actually a great thing for me to do because it's not a whole lot of thinking. It's literally trace and cut and then cut out these little blocks. So I'll take it. Alright, now that all the blocks are cut, all I gotta do is just push through and knock this out. But boy, I'm feeling sick.
Oh, good morning, guys. It is the next day. We did get some rain, and that freaking sucks. But luckily, it's not as wet as you would think. But we do have more rain coming, and I know you guys are going to be a little upset. Jason,
Why are all the tools and stuff still out? I was 100% dead tired yesterday after falling down and feeling like I was gonna throw up and all that. I told you guys I was gonna start trying to pick my tools up, but yesterday I was just beat. So luckily it didn't rain too much. I think we're fine. Let's get back on this build. Oh, please, hopefully I can get this done before it rains again. It's absolutely crazy what a new day, a fresh start can do for you. I am feeling so much better today. I'm in better spirits. I am ready to just knock this out. So that's a big thing of ours that I hope we show on this channel is, hey, don't be scared to start over. Don't be scared to take a break, clear your head, get back to where you need to be, and just do what you think is best for you. All right, guys, watching
something got hacked and
Jared's video here, and pre-cutting. I'm already drenched in sweat. Pre-cutting all the rafters, and it looks like somebody just showed up. Oh well. If it isn't the pregnant, beautiful woman with some treats.
I brought breakfast, darling.
Oh, I'm gonna need it. Give me a good sweaty kiss.
Dang.
I've been trying to bust it out. What'd you get? Where'd you go, Dax?
Yeah. I got you a biscuit and a burrito. I panicked. I didn't know what to get you.
I guess I'll have to eat both. This is the new gas station in town.
So you and Jared had their breakfast.
One time it was the burrito, so.
Say I.
Hey, back up.
Not what we're eating.
This looks pretty good.
It does.
Oh, crown is on it. I got it. They're lined up this way, okay, and then it's not sticking over the back.
Good.
All right, now trace. Danielle is always asking me, please, can I help? Can I do something? I feel guilty that you're working and I'm not doing anything. So the one thing that I was cool with her doing was help trace, but I didn't want her to lift boards. I didn't want her to use tools. I didn't want her to do any of that. Okay, it's hot. Humid, actually, it's not hot. Danielle's gonna be the camera woman. I'm gonna try to put these up. We should be able to get halfway done. That's a big goal. If we could do half before it rains, I'd be freaking pumped. If we do more, icing on the cake. So I don't know, kind of like everything else we do around here. It's like watching paint dry, the same thing over and over. So copy and paste. All right, I know a lot of y'all comment, say, where's that lazy pregnant woman? She don't do nothing around her. So I ain't letting her sit around. She gonna be the film lady. But Coffee the Crockers, we talked about it a little bit. Do you think this is gonna be big enough?
Oh yeah, I think this is gonna be perfect, honestly, for where we'll be at with the baby.
Are you regretting it yet?
Not yet.
You think you might regret it?
No, definitely not.
Is it going as quickly as you would hope?
Yeah, it's going faster.
Yeah. I told them I was gonna keep it a secret, but I told you I fell off.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it yet, but you saw my back.
Yeah.
What did it remind you of?
Whenever you were riding a dirt bike with that pain. And...
Yeah, when we first met and I sent you that photo, you said, tough guy. Something like that, right?
Yeah, something.
Yeah. It's not the hardest job in the world doing this, it's just tedious. A lot of up and down and back and forth and all that. The hardest part is you moving 16-foot boards in a 14-foot wide space. Oh. And I don't know if y'all could tell or not, these are not 2x6s, these are 2x8s. We went a little bit bigger. If you Google, can a 2x6 span? It can, it's towards the end of its length that you would want. So we did 2x8, which is more than enough for this. Plus, we'll have a little bit for snow load, but we're gonna put plywood and metal on top, so we'll go 2x8, and I think we'll be perfectly fine. And then I was gonna do 12-inch on center, but I did 16 because they're bigger boards and it'll fit our insulation up in there. We're not gonna spray foam this one. That was a nightmare, spray foam in that one, and it's expensive, but spray foam's a lot better. This is where I always get a little nervous. If these notches don't fit, I did it wrong, which means we wasted 20 bucks. I never doubted myself. I have in life, but I think we've all had doubts in life, and that's okay. If it wasn't for having doubts, then you probably wouldn't be scared to do anything. This is a crazy challenge to take on, trying to build a tiny house before this baby comes into this world. But we're a little over a month away, and we have another baby appointment coming up. So it keeps me motivated, it keeps me pushing. I really think we've got this.
All right, finished half of it. I don't know if you guys can hear it is thundering in the background, but got it looking really, really good. And you could tell that it lines up perfect where every board is hitting the bottom of that crease up there, so you know it's perfectly where it is, where it needs to be. And then the front of it is butted up against it, and then you come to the back and it's the same distance. It's a little bit higher just because of the way it sits, but it all lines up perfect. And then we have the blocks in between, which does perfect spacing, and it blocks it, makes it stronger so they won't move. And then also for our space for the roof where we're going to insulate, it's still going to have a little bit of room for air to come over so we can vent it. But I think there is a slight problem before this rain hits. So unfortunately, because we don't have our sheathing on the sides, the plywood and all that, it does rock a little bit. I'm sure you guys have seen that in the video with it being sped up. So I think I'm going to nail a couple of boards on it because we're supposed to get some bad weather. And we could always pop these off later, but I do not want this to fall on us. That helped a little bit right there, so I'm gonna do a couple more. Alright, that definitely helped a lot. Alright, so that helped brace that up. And then, like I said at the very beginning, I know you guys had a question. Right there, the triangle part, I still need to frame up, but I figured I wanted it to be 100% perfect. So I went ahead and put my rafters up, and then I could build my framing to fit it 100% where it needs to be. So I know a lot of y'all probably throughout this, I'm not dumb on YouTube, guys. I know how to not tell you what you are thinking until the end, so you comment, YouTube king. But I need to do that here in a little while. Unfortunately, it's gonna rain. All right, well, this sucks. It is actually starting to rain earlier than expected. So we are gonna take a quick break and hopefully it won't rain too long. I don't want Danielle out here. But the fact that we got half of that done with a really, really bad day yesterday, and we only can work for so long today. Oh, I'm glad we got that far. All right, guys, we got hit hard with the rain, but I need to wrap up this roof so we can wrap up the house and get it dried in. Let's just get into it. Hopefully, it won't rain anymore.
are on the home stretch of building our home. This has been going really well. Everything is lined up great. We've got a couple little hiccups here and there with the weather and falling off the building, you know. But for the most part, it has been pretty good of a build. I am very much excited to be living in this tiny house sooner than most people ever thought. And to have a spot for our family, I'm pumped.
Oh yeah, perfect fit. I'm gonna nail this one on a little safer so I don't fall off yet. Holy cow, what a feeling that is. We have a 14 by 36 completed with the framing, minus the very end parts up there. It needs to come out so we can create an eave that sticks over a couple inches so we can have the water run the way we need it to run. But this whole thing is looking mighty fine, if you ask me. Oh, I just truly could not be happier seeing this. Everything lines up great. This is something I need to do. Luckily, we didn't get rain today. It was very cloudy this morning, but you could tell the sun came out and is drying everything up. So we officially are 99.9% finished framing this. I do have 2 treated boards that I'm gonna do the eaves, but I need to edit this video and get it out for you guys. But I'll do the eaves, and then again, remember, I need to finish the framing in the triangle part. So I'll do all that, but as of right now, guys, we are pretty much ready for the next step, which is zip system to cover this whole thing so it could be air and water tight, just like our main house. Within a week, we pretty much got to the same point. It took us months and months and months on the big house. This is why we're doing this idea.